Something big is coming to Heartland, and the trailer hints at a moment that could shake the entire ranch. One quick scene, one worried look, and suddenly it feels like everything the family has been fighting for is at risk. Fans are already asking the same question. What happens next? And Episode 10's first look might finally give us the answer. From the very first second of the trailer, there is a feeling that Episode 10 is different. The usual calm around the ranch is replaced by tension, as if the wind itself is carrying a warning. Amy is shown standing outside the barn, her eyes locked on something off-screen. She doesn't speak, but her face says everything: fear, worry, and a hint of sadness. It's the kind of look that tells you she is about to face something she didn't expect. Then the trailer cuts to Jack, walking with a heavy step across the yard. His posture is tight, almost like he's carrying a weight he doesn't want to share. This quick shot feels important because Jack rarely shows fear, yet in this moment, he looks shaken. The music in the trailer slows down, giving every movement a sharp meaning. It feels like the calm before a storm. The next scene comes fast, a horse struggling in the distance, dust lifting into the air, and Amy rushing forward. The trailer doesn't reveal what happened, but the urgency in her step makes it clear that this moment will shape the episode. Heartland has always been about healing, patience, and hope. But this moment hints at a challenge that might test the entire family. What makes this opening so powerful is that it gives fans just enough to worry, but not enough to understand. It's the perfect setup. Something is wrong, but the trailer refuses to tell us what. Instead, it leaves us staring at those silent expressions and trying to read the truth behind them. And that's exactly why Episode 10 already feels like one of the season's most emotional chapters. Everything that happened in Episode 9 feels like the fuse that leads straight into the tension we see in the Episode 10 trailer. Even without giving away spoilers, it's clear the Heartland family was already dealing with pressure from all sides. Amy was trying to balance her work with a growing emotional struggle she didn't fully speak about. There were moments when she tried to stay strong, but her quiet pauses said more than words ever could. You could feel something building inside her, something she wasn't ready to face. Lou, on the other hand, was juggling decisions that could reshape both her life and the ranch. She tried to hold herself together, but even she couldn't hide how stressed she was becoming. Every choice she made felt heavier than the last, as if one wrong step could create a new problem for everyone she loves. Meanwhile, Jack kept trying to be the backbone of the family, even though you could see him carrying more than he let on. His calm voice and steady smile almost hid the fact that he was fighting to keep the ranch grounded. Katie's story added another layer of tension. She was caught between wanting independence and wanting stability. And that inner conflict created small cracks that the family tried to ignore but could no longer hide. These quiet emotional storms made Episode 9 feel like the beginning of a shift, like the ranch was moving into a new chapter, one filled with choices that would not be easy to make, and that is exactly why Episode 10 feels so important. The trailer drops us right where Episode 9 left off, but the energy is completely different. It's not just about dealing with problems anymore, it's about facing consequences. All the small emotional threads that were left hanging before now begin to tighten. You can feel the pressure rising around Amy, Lou, Jack, and Katie as the story moves forward. Episode 9 created the questions, and Episode 10 looks ready to deliver the answers. Even if the truth is tough to hear, the Episode 10 trailer wastes no time. It hits you with a rush of scenes that look simple at first, but the more you watch, the more you realize how much they are trying to tell you. The first standout moment is a close-up of Amy holding the reins of a nervous horse. Her grip is firm, but her eyes show a mix of fear and determination. It's not just about calming the animal, there's something deeper pulling at her. The horse reacts in a way that hints at trouble, almost as if it senses the same storm the audience feels building. Then the trailer cuts to Lou inside the house, pacing with a phone in her hand. She isn't talking. She isn't crying. She's just trying to breathe. This one silent moment speaks louder than any dialogue. It suggests she received news that could change her path again, a choice that might affect the entire family. Lou is not someone who breaks easily. The fact that she looks this shaken tells viewers that something big is coming. A few seconds later, Jack steps into frame, but this time, he's not the calm, wise grandfather everyone knows. He's standing near the truck, staring off into the distance like he's replaying a memory he doesn't want to face. The trailer holds on his expression just long enough to make fans wonder if the past is knocking on his door again. Jack rarely loses control, so seeing that faint tremble in his breath makes the moment even more powerful. Another shot shows Katie walking away from the ranch, her shoulders tense, her steps fast. She's not running, but she's clearly trying to escape something, an argument, a mistake, or maybe a truth she didn't expect to confront. The trailer doesn't reveal who she's walking away from, but the shift in her body language hints that Episode 10 will challenge her in a way she hasn't experienced yet. The final shot of the trailer is the one that leaves fans with goosebumps. The camera pulls back to show the ranch at sunset, quiet, still, almost to calm. It's the kind of shot that makes you feel both hope and fear at the same time. Something is coming. Something the family may not be ready for. And the trailer makes sure you feel every bit of that tension. The first look preview of Episode 10 goes even deeper than the trailer, giving us quiet moments that say far more than the characters themselves ever do. The opening shot shows Amy inside the barn, gently brushing a horse that keeps shifting nervously. At first, it looks like a normal training moment. But the camera stays on Amy long enough to reveal something underneath the surface. Her movements are slow, almost hesitant, like she's trying to distract herself from a thought she doesn't want to face. This small detail suggests that Episode 10 will push her into an emotional space she hasn't been in for a long time. Next, the preview cuts to Lou standing by the kitchen window, watching something outside with a frozen expression. She doesn't blink, she doesn't move, she just stares. And the best part is that the scene never shows what she's looking at. This choice alone creates a wave of tension, because it makes the audience feel exactly what Lou feels: uncertainty, fear, and a sense that something is happening just outside the frame. It hints that Lou may discover something she wasn't prepared to hear or see. Then we get a shot of Jack and Tim together, but not talking. They're both standing near the yard, arms crossed, eyes fixed on the same point. Their silence feels heavy, like they're trying to understand a situation before they react to it. These two have faced countless challenges over the years, but their stiff posture here hints at a problem that even they don't quite know how to handle. It's unusual to see both men this tense at the same time, and that alone makes the scene stand out. Another first look moment focuses on Katie sitting on the fence, hugging her knees as she looks at the horses running freely in the field. Her eyes look tired, worried, and distant. It feels like she's searching for an answer in the quiet space around her, but nothing is bringing her peace. This small, gentle scene shows a side of Katie that is rarely highlighted: her vulnerability. It hints that Episode 10 will push her into a moment of growth, but not without a difficult emotional climb. The most chilling moment in the first look, however, is a short, silent shot of the ranch gate slowly closing on its own. No characters, no dialogue, just the gate moving as the wind picks up. It's symbolic, haunting, and meaningful. It feels like a warning that a chapter is closing, a shift is coming, and the peace of the ranch may not last much longer. This single visual clue sets the tone for everything Episode 10 is preparing to reveal. Episode 10 doesn't just feel like the next chapter, it feels like the moment where the season finally shows its true direction. The clues in the trailer and first look preview come together like pieces of a puzzle, each one pointing toward a turning point the Heartland family can't avoid. The biggest hint is the emotional tension hanging over the ranch. Every character seems to be standing on the edge of a decision, a fear, or a truth they can't run from anymore. Amy's scenes make it clear that she is carrying a weight she hasn't talked about yet. Her hesitation, her quiet breath, the way she looks into the distance, it all suggests she is facing a challenge that goes beyond training a troubled horse. It feels personal, something tied to her past or something she has been trying to ignore. Episode 10 seems ready to push her into a moment where she must either face that emotion or risk losing control of the situation around her. Lou's storyline appears to be heading toward a breaking point. Her silence, her worry, the way she holds her phone, tell us she may be caught between two choices, one that could move her forward, and one that could pull the family into a storm. Lou has always been strong, but episode 10 looks ready to test that strength in a way she hasn't faced in a long time. It might be a decision that affects the ranch, or it might be